grilling, baby.
We grilling, baby.
Yes, we are. What's happening, everybody?
We're about to grill. So they're in the comments.
We're about to grill, baby. You go, Russ.
Yeah. Hey,
I just want to say that the title on my channel of this meeting we're having here is called Keto Cookout number 11. We won't have any food, but a lot of fun.
Oh, okay. That's
no food because people keep commenting, where's the food?
That's right.
Well,
no food because we're in ketosis.
Yeah, shout out to all of our short bus fans out there, short bus riders.
Right.
Yeah, these folks. These are the kind of folks. Listen, these are the kind of folks you tell them drinks are on the house and they go get a ladder. Okay,
there you go.
You know? I'm serious. Our folks, man, you tell them it's chilly outside, they go get bowls. I'm just telling you. Yeah. So listen,
chilly, but why is it hot?
Yeah, there's no food here, folks. You want food? Look in your refrigerator.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, the Carnivore Brothers have got some food. I have food. Ribeye going down. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Dinner time.
Shout out to the Carnivore Brothers.
Yeah,
Shout
buddy.
out to family all over the world. Shout out to my low carb ladies, my beautiful keto cuties all over the world. Got to give them some love. I love my sisters out there. All right, what are we doing, Ollie?
So I want to find out who had a heart attack this week. Russ, have you had a heart attack?
Oh, please. I'm a walking heart attack. Look at me. Listen, I think it's we should have a moment of silence for our scurvy check. Okay. Somebody decided that the scurvy check needed to die. I'm not gonna say who that person is, but it rhymes with Alia.
You couldn't say Balia or Malia or something like that.
So yes, but that person decided that scurvy check should be retired and should die a wonderful and humane death. So we are putting the scurvy check to death, and we're going to check for heart attacks, which being the only 500-pound guy on the panel, somehow I feel is aimed at me. But
I asked you first, Russ.
Yeah, but I won't take it personally. But I won't take it personally. But next week we're going to do a suntan lotion check. How about that?
Yeah, that'll be mine. Oh man,
yeah, so there you go.
I had a heart attack, and apparently, per Dr. Hampton on Sunday morning when we were chatting, my cholesterol is fantastic.
Nice.
The triglycerides versus the HDL ratio is 0.8. It's supposed to be like under 2, and that's under 1.
Yeah, mine is 37. Mine is 37.
That's why you didn't get a heart attack this week.
No. Mine is not 37, but it is 2 points. It was 2.6. Now I'm sure it's less now.
I'm sure
it's less now. I'm getting my blood work done again in November. So I'll be curious to see where things are and what kind of improvement I've made since July when I got my last blood work done.
When are you doing that? In November?
Yes.
Okay.
Comes after October and before December.
It used to be one of my favorite months because of Thanksgiving, but that doesn't happen here. So.
My number is 0. Anybody want to comment on that?
Your cholesterol number is 0?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm carnivore.
Because you don't do blood work.
You got it. So the last time I looked at my arteries, they weren't clogged.
That's
and
good.
I haven't had a heart attack recently, but today I had a little mini heart attack stroke, I guess you could call it. We got some very big news.
Are you pregnant?
With the Carnivore Diet Documentary, but we cannot reveal this information yet. But I about had a heart attack, so maybe I did. I don't know. So
my heart's racing right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of racing, we do need to do like a weekly confessional.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what we do here. We get to it. We don't do a scurvy check. We're checking for people's hearts. That's our new racist check that we're doing.
Why is that racist?
Everything's racist. Just to make everything racist.
Everybody has a heart except the Tin Man. Right?
But it's okay. So our next bit that we do is since the last broadcast.
Who's going first?
Let's go. Yeah. But you, Kettle Corn?
Yeah. That doesn't sound bad at all. I like that. I like that name. So I even took a picture of it and I forgot to get it uploaded. So my husband bought chocolate. It was 70% dark chocolate, a little bit of sugar. It's funny because I don't eat any sugar. So I tasted it and he's like, this isn't sweet at all. And I'm like, no, this is pretty sweet. But I had 4 chocolate covered almonds with a coffee. And then my heart was like, within minutes, my heart was racing. I can drink like a gallon of coffee a day. It must have been what was in the chocolate. But Russ, I want to hear what you have to say about this. So that was Sunday afternoon. Sunday nights, I ate like a can of jalapenos and some refried beans.
Oh,
like an entire can. What do you think of that, Russ? I was expecting.
You're off the wagon. Turn your card in.
The only thing that comes to mind to me is fire in the hole.
So I was really expecting the worst because a couple weeks ago when I tried onions,
I would think so.
It was days of stomach pain, and it was no problem. No problem with the can. I think I ate almost an entire can myself with those spicy little carrots and some onions inside. But I wonder if it's because it's been in a can for however long. Anyways, the next day I did feel very hungry. So from the carbohydrates. So I just went back on to eating carnivore foods. But my experiment worked. It's sad. It's bad that the experiment with the jalapenos worked because I will eat them again. That's what that means. I will not eat onions.
I don't know how many carbohydrates are in a.
Let me find out right now. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I Google how many jalapenos are in a can.
Feeling a little verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I can tell you right now, I'm not eating a jar of those things, not unless, so you got to have a fire extinguisher nearby when it's time.
I'll tell you what I had. I had first. I'll tell you what I had, and it was more than 0 carbs this week.
But what is the heroic story to be able to eat those carbohydrates?
Right. Yeah. Yes. Well, see, I got to have an excuse. I got to have an excuse for Russ.
Yes. Yeah. I got to warn the public. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the portion of the program where Adam tells a lie. So don't believe anything. You can tell he's lying when his lips are moving. So just
there you go.
So
the lips don't lie. Oh, the hips don't lie.
Yeah. Let's hear it, brother. Let's hear it.
So I had 2 tacos and some chips at a restaurant. So that I don't know how many carbs they were in them. They were meat tacos and they didn't taste very good, but I ate them both and I ate some of the chips. And I'm not sad, but they weren't that great, to be honest. And I didn't really gain any weight from that. I did miss having my ribeyes and whatnot, but so here's the excuse. I've worked 3.5 weeks straight and averaging 14 hours a day of work. And I would just feel really run down and said, you know what? I'm going to eat some tacos. And I did. So that's that.
We almost kind of cheated the same way with my entire can of jalapenos. It was this brand. It was this brand last time, yeah. And this exact.
I have to say, Adam, I don't think you're lying right now. I think you're telling the truth.
You're telling the truth for once.
I buy that story. I mean, the man said I wanted to eat it and I ate it. Now, see, that is what I'm talking about. See, and that's why you get sick all the time, Ollie, because you don't commit.
Wait, if I get sick? I haven't been sick.
Commit, man. I mean, all four chocolate chip almonds and one green bean. What kind of bull junk is that?
Apparently 100 grams of jalapenos is, and 100 grams of jalapenos is 7 carbohydrates. I think I still win. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you guys are going, listen, I'm a loser this week because I'm keeping it right, keeping it tight until Thanksgiving. I had listen, September was, I was wilding. I was out in them carbohydrate streets, baby. I was wilding. I got it in, man. I'm telling you, I was straight carbohydrate gangstering it in September, man. So I gotta keep it right, keep it tight. October, and it's gonna be good until Thanksgiving. I got some family coming in and stuff, so maybe me, I don't think about it that much. But yeah, I'm going to Louisville here for Keto Palooza. I'm gonna be good there. It's around a bunch of keto people. Shout out to anybody that's going to Louisville. If you see me out there, my low carb ladies, my keto cuties, you better hug me. If you see me and you don't hug me, I will ban you from my channel. I'm just telling you right now. I need all the low carb love. I need to get all the low carb love from my low carb ladies, my keto cuties. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be between the lines, man, until Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm not gonna deviate. So yeah, I've been pretty good. Just a little bit of condiments. I might have had, maybe 2 or 3 carbs worth of sauces or something like that. But yeah, I'm good this time.
Nice. Man, you got us beat.
Yeah, it seems like you got a Mexican theme to your carbs there, Adam. I don't know what that's
Well, I am very tan.
Or some tacos or something. I guess that must be your kryptonite, man. I guess that must be it, man.
Yeah, chips and salt. And that is for sure.
Gotcha. I love that. I like that too.
I went with queso this time instead of salsa. So
Nice.
Gotcha. You'll live, brother. You will live.
Yep.
I guarantee you. All right. Well, there you have it.
I think I hear the doorbell ringing.
Yes, it's that Ollie. She's always.
Who's there?
It's a premonition.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I used to have a dog that always knew when somebody was at the door before the dog.
Hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy?
How's everybody doing? I'm doing great.
Yeah,
we're grilling, baby.
Yeah.
But finally somebody with an IQ bigger than their shoe size that can get our tagline right. That's why that's my man right there. That's Greg Wendell coming in strong, representing like I need him to do. That's my man right there. What's going on, brother?
I love it.
My man, Greg. Hey, listen, we've done some things together. Had a nice conversation in the Keto Conversations, and of course, you did something for your channel, man. It's good to see you here. Finally get you into the cookout.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell the folks that may not know you where you're from and a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, I just want to say hello, everybody. It's good to be on and glad to be here. I hope everybody watching tonight's having a great night and that everything's going their way. That's the way it should be, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Greg Wendell. I'm from Mason City, Iowa. And it's the north part of central Iowa, about 20 minutes south of the Minnesota border, give or take. And I started my weight loss journey back in January. I had a lot of arthritis pain. There was a lot of in my knees, my hips, my ankles. And basically back in September, I walked away from my job as a hotel general manager because I couldn't take the pain anymore. And lo and behold, I didn't do anything about it till January, and I decided it was time to go on a low-carb keto diet. So I decided to do that, and I had a lot of success. The first 2 months, I lost 35 pounds. And then at the 5-month mark, I'd lost 70 pounds. And up until, I want to say it was like the 7-month mark, roughly, I was at 94 pounds. I'm sorry, 85 pounds. And then the last 3 weeks I've been on keto. Carnivore, and it's been going really well. just in the 3 weeks that I've been on carnivore, I've lost 18.5 pounds. So
Wow.
yeah, it's changed my life. I mean, I don't have the
Nice.
pain. I'm able to move around. I feel good. There's just lots of things happening in my life that are so positive and amazing. And, it's really changed my life. And, I'm going to report it here first tonight. On Sunday, I've lost over 100 pounds.
Do we have an exclusive? We got some. Are we breaking
exclusive news for you guys? I've lost 100 pounds now in 8 months and 1 week. So
okay, I love that.
Nice.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
I love that, man. That's wonderful.
awesome.
I never get tired of hearing the stories. So, you said you started out as keto. What type of keto were you doing? Were you doing like a clean keto? Were you pounding the keto pizzas and the keto cookies and cupcakes? Or
I would say early on it was a lot of that, and I was still losing weight. I was eating the 0 carb tortillas. I considered a dirty keto probably is what I was. Pretty much a low carb, dirty keto type diet. But as I got into it, the weight didn't come off as quick. So I kind of turned down the carb number a little bit and was trying to stay around 20 or less a day. And I did that for a long time. Now, I will say this, when I was on the keto journey and the losing weight, I did do carnivore a few times. I do it like every other day, basically apply those concepts. And that really helped me too, especially if I got kind of a stall or I got stuck, I would clamp down a little more, and it really helped me get through some of those. So it worked out well. And and like I said, carnivore has been going amazing. I mean, I can't believe 18.5 pounds in 3 weeks. I wasn't expecting that, just for the fact that, I pretty much had been doing ketovore at the end of when I was doing keto. So I was really pleased with that, but I feel a lot better. I noticed with being on carnivore, it seems like my arthritis is pretty much going away. I have some stiffness, but the pain isn't there. I mean, I haven't taken ibuprofen or any of those painkillers for, it's been a week now, probably, I would say. So it's major improvements.
Just rub a little bacon grease on it, brother. Rub a little bacon grease on it. That's all you need. Now, did you go into this as a change of life, or did you just go into it without any kind of expectation? Or you did? Sounds like weight loss wasn't, for many of us, weight loss is where we start. And then we get other benefits. Sounds like you went into it maybe not so much for weight loss. Is that true?
I would say it was probably weight loss and then just pain. I started at my journey at 389.2 pounds, and this morning I was 288. So
wow.
Yeah, I like the way you put that
Impressive.
0.2 on there.
Yeah.
You gotta put it all on there, man. Yeah, I was 389. Then I had a biscuit for breakfast. So I had to get on keto. If I'd have stayed at 389, I'd have been cool. But when I got to that 0.2, I just had to do something about it.
Had enough.
That was crossing the line. So I understand. But the other question: did you go into it as a weight loss program, or did you go into it as thinking, hey, I'm going to change my life?
Both, probably. I really wanted to change my life, and I knew I needed to take off weight. And clearly that started helping me very early on. It was pretty easy to stay on track and keep. I also have a saying I like to say, it's like you work the plan, you adjust the plan, but you never quit. And that's where people get into trouble. If they run into a stretch where they have a bad day or 2 or 3, next thing you know, they're a month off, and that's not the way to win at this. You got to keep working the plan, and, life happens, things happen, but you just got to get back to working the plan, and you will be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, you gotta believe in the system. So tell me about your family now. Are you walking this road alone, or is it your family involved with you, and how was that to either get them there or keep them there, or a little bit about that?
I would say, it's one of those things. My wife she kind of inspired me in January, because she had done some intermittent fasting in December and January. And, I wouldn't consider her overweight, and she'd lost 15 pounds. And I'm looking at her, wait a minute, I'm the one that needs to lose weight. And So, I mean, she kind of inspired me that way. And then basically she started doing the keto low carb with me, and she's done it ever since pretty much. But she still pretty much does intermittent fasting, but, you know, she hit her goal weight like within a month. So it's just one of those things she's just maintaining. And, you know, we've done it together and we plan meals together. And that was a big thing. And trying new recipes. And of course, now that I'm carnivore, it's a lot easier. It's just meat. What kind of meat we having tonight? Type of thing. So, but but you know, it makes it easy, and it's been working great, and it's been awesome. So I have no complaints on any of the plans that I did. To be honest, they've all been good to me. So
yeah, I love it. So what was the hardest part of the transition from regular life to maybe keto, and then from keto to carnivore? What would you say was your biggest hurdles?
You know, I think first, I to be honest, and most people are going to be jealous, I never had keto flu ever. I've never had it.
Nice.
So yeah. And I think the key to that is drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water, and I think that really helps with that. So I was kind of a big liquid drinker anyways. So usually it was diet pop, but not so much of that anymore. I think that really made a big difference for me. And then just, I think, you know, being patient when you have it where your body's adjusting and you're maybe not dropping weight. Just keep working the plan and don't quit. You got to remind yourself of that. And eventually the weight will come down. A couple things I did do to help me through that is, you know, I did switch up the diet a little bit. Like I said, I started doing carnivore every other day just to kind of see what it would do and help get me through those stalls. You know, I was kind of stalled out before I started carnivore here, and I blew right through it. So I think adjusting like that helps a lot. You know, I think the other thing that I noticed, you know, if I did get a stall out, I would I'd cheat to keto, or basically have a taco salad, something like that. And that would help push me through a little bit too. Even, you know, even when I was doing keto, I'd maybe just go have a regular cheat meal, not go crazy or anything, but just enough to reset my metabolism. And that really helped me get through some of that.
Yeah, Adam likes chips and salsa. The reset.
That I do.
I prefer 6 double White Castles. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week on the Keto Cookout.
You can never go wrong with chips and salsa, though. That's always a good one.
Yeah.
I agree.
I do. I agree. Mexican is definitely among my favorites. So the next question, it sounds like your philosophy is kind of like mine. You know, I just take it, I live my life, you know, I'm not super strict, super militant, because I always say, if you got to torture yourself to stay on this thing, you will you're going to crash and burn.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be easy. It's got to be simple. It's got to be something you can do, something you can sustain. You know, if you go out there just torturing yourself and killing yourself and just you're dying, man, listen, that is not a way, you know, to do it sustainably. So I definitely like the way you go about it. You don't beat yourself up. You know, you do what you know you need to do to stay on track. I think that's big. And you know, it's an important message for folks. You know, it's easy to look around to the left and the right, what other people are doing, but that may not work for you. So do what you have to do.
Yep, absolutely. Couple other cool things that have happened to me. I just wanted to bring this up. I actually last weekend I had a story break on Newsweek. They did an article on one of my videos, and
wow.
So, and it hit Newsweek this week online under their My Turn section, and that's brought a lot of subscribers and a lot of messages, emails, that type of thing. People are looking me up on Facebook and sending me messages, and
what was it? The world's most handsome carnivore? Is that?
Yeah, exactly. You got that right. So I just more or less telling my story on, you know, losing 85 pounds in 7 months. You know, they kind of did the title and they said, well, no exercise, which is sort of true. I mean, I really didn't do exercise on this plan just because I was in so much pain. But the last, I want to say 5 or 6 weeks, I have been in physical therapy. So I am doing exercise now. You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, I kind of did the bulk of it just by changing my diet, and I lost the weight. So that was kind of important to me because at 51 years old, I just wanted to prove people it's like, you can do this. Anybody can do this. You just got to eat the right foods. As you guys know, the proper human diet is a big deal. And if you eat the right stuff, you're in good shape, you know, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
Adam has a question for you, Greg.
I don't have a question.
The glove. We have a question.
Glove.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right.
Adam,
let me know when I got a good one.
That one right there.
This one?
That one.
Oh, I got a whole handful of them.
Just one. That big one.
I can answer this question. No, Adam, you are not in the top 10 of most handsome carnivores. That's not
okay. So here we go. It says, in the most recent New York Times survey, 75% of Americans say that Russ's jokes are not funny. Do you agree?
I disagree. I think he's pretty funny.
Wait, right. You got that from ChatGPT or
no, I just made that up.
And 100% of the people asking questions on this show are jerks. How about that?
So here's your question. If you had to wear one color for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I would probably say blue.
Nice.
There you go.
I like blue and I like gray awfully well. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got my cookout apron on.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't mess around.
Oh. Now I do.
You have some suede shoes around there or something there, Greg? You want to talk about?
Wearing Crocs tonight.
He's at the cookout.
Yes. My blue suede shoes. You can go. Okay. No Elvis tonight.
So where can we find you at?
Yes. Tell us where we can find you and what they can expect when they come over to My Weight Loss Life.
Yeah.
You can find me at My Weight Loss Life on YouTube. If you can find me on Instagram, it's the symbol there is at my.weightloss.life. You can find me on there. I like to post, different pictures and they have a little music. If you have Instagram, you're able to hear that. On my channel, I try to, share my life with everybody and what I'm doing and what's going on. I know, I've been pretty busy taking care of moms this last year with their health and also just, kind of sharing my story, my life, trying to get the word out there that, you can do this too and change your life like I did. And, I've done a little bit of private, or I should say part-time life coaching over the years. So a lot of times I incorporate some of those messages into my videos to help people that may be struggling. It could be anything. It could be just life, could be, weight loss. It could be a number of things. And I just try to incorporate that into my channel and like I said, I just want to inspire and help people make a difference in people's lives. And that's what I'm all about. And that's why I do this. It just, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I met a lot of amazing people. And, I still want to say I've probably got, 50 to 70 pounds to lose, I would say. I'll go as low as I can and still be healthy, I guess, is what I'm looking at. But hopefully by the next summer, I'll be in good shape. I got 2 daughters getting married next year. One wedding is July, the other one's October, and I'm hoping to look my best when I take them down the aisle.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. I think it's wonderful that you met so many great, wonderful people. I'm hoping someday I'll do the same thing. In any event, man, listen, brother, you listen, you know how I feel about you. You're an all-around great guy. You're just a great part of the ketogenic community. I wish you nothing but the best. I'll do anything I can to help you and support you. But I know you're on your way to great things. I want to thank you for coming by, hanging out with us, and of course, we'll see you in the future. You're a great friend of all of our channels, and
thank you,
liking and commenting and all that stuff, man. And we really appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, I enjoy all your channels. I try to watch as much as I can. I have, I watch several people, but I definitely have watched all 3 of your channels quite a few times. So, all I'd like to say is, we grilling, baby.
I love that.
I love it.
I love it, man.
He got it right, Russ.
Yeah, I had to look it up.
That's right. That's right. Brains, good looking, got brains too. The whole package out there. I love that.
Look out, ladies.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, brother. Appreciate you.
Bye, Greg. See you Thursday.
Take care, guys.
I'm seeing Greg Thursday.
Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, we join the show. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
See ya.
All right.
Awesome. Uh-oh.
Again,
Somebody here. Who's here?
Juanita. I'm
Oh,
Hey, how you doing, Juanita?
Juanita?
Good. How are y'all?
good.
Good.
She said, "How are y'all?" And that can
Yeah.
only mean a few things. Y'all are doing all right.
From
How y'all
up
doing?
north.
No. Go a little bit farther south, Adam.
I love that. I love it. I love it. So, Juanita, tell everybody where you're from and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Kentucky. Right now I'm living in Tennessee. But I am Juanita from Meat Tastes Better 7. I just started my YouTube channel. I don't have as much time as I would like to dedicate to it just because I'm a single mom, but I'm trying to get it off the ground. But I've struggled with my weight my entire life. Ever since I was a kid. I've dealt with a lot of trauma just from losing a lot of people in my life. And it's just become an emotional eating type situation. And I struggled with that through my marriages and everything. So it's just something that I finally come to the realization of that I just couldn't take it anymore. I had weight loss surgery back in 2021. I had a gastric sleeve and it helped. I'd lost a total in everything with the surgery included 170 pounds. And I was almost 400 pounds. And I felt better, but the weight loss surgery was just a tool. And in a 2-year period, I had gained 40 pounds back. And nothing was working. I had developed a herniated disc and degenerative disc disease, and I was in a lot of pain. Couldn't work hardly. I mean, I would go to work, but I was miserable while I was there. And I had diabetes. And it was just not a good situation. So I got rid of the diabetes when I had my weight loss surgery. I'd lost so much weight that finally went away and got back down to normal levels. But the back pain was just something that was getting beyond something that I could handle. And a few months ago, I was just watching YouTube and I was, I didn't know what else to look for. I was actually just sitting there watching reruns of my 600-pound life. I was just like, well, if I can't lose the weight, I'll just sit there and watch them eat. It's just one of those things. But one of the next videos that I come across was actually Intentional Carnivore's video. And I was like, really? Eating all meat? I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. And by the time I was done watching that, it's just like something clicked in my brain. I was just like, why not? I mean, if you really think about it, I'm a Christian, so I know a lot about the Bible, but man ate plants, yes, but after the fall of man, they ate meat because that's just what they had. And we didn't start eating all the processed junk until, just maybe 150 years ago or so. And man was not meant to eat that. And the Lord brought something to my attention after I had been on the carnivore diet for about 2 weeks. And it's in Timothy chapter 4. And it talks about how in the last days that, men will command to abstain from eating meat. And that just smacked me right in the face because I was like, that's what they're doing to us now. And they're trying to make us stop eating meat. And I refuse. It tastes good and it makes me feel good. Yep. And I've never felt better in my entire life. I mess up. I watch y'all say, how many carbs have y'all ate this week? Well, I got y'all beat. I'm sorry. I canceled this weekend. So just kind of went out the window because I brought my own food, but it was kind of hard because we went out to eat too. But I was like, Adam, I had tacos. I can't resist tacos.
All right, listen. Shout out to Intentional Carnivore Sharon White. He's country as a cornfield himself. So yes, he is. So I was gonna say you probably just fell right in line there when he started talking. He was like, "That's my hero." But in any event. What all had you tried before the surgery? Did you try any different things? What type of things did you try before you had your surgery?
from the time I was 18 years old, I had started phentermine, and I took it for a year. I lost 40 pounds. After that, the doctor had told me, well, you're only supposed to be on this medicine for 6 months. Well, coming to find out, you're only, or for a year. I was on it for a year. Then he told me you're only supposed to be on it for 6 months. I was like, well, you let me go a little bit too far, so I'm going to die. But, I had noticed that it gave me really bad heart. My heart would just race, even just hardly doing anything. And last year, I tried it again. And just to see if it would help me, because I wasn't losing weight anymore. I was gaining weight, and it was bad. I literally thought I was going to die. I almost passed out at work, and I just had to get off of it. But I had tried other diets too, just about anything you can think of. But just like everybody else, I feel like I couldn't stay on them for more than a week at a time. I mean, because you're addicted to carbs, you're addicted to sugar. And I thought, just like everybody else, well, I'm just a failure because I can't do this. I see everybody else skinny and losing weight and they look beautiful. And I'm sitting here fat and ugly and can't do anything about it because I don't have any willpower. And I didn't know that it was an addiction problem until now. But, I don't have that problem anymore.
For sure.
Yeah. So how long ago did you have the surgery?
March of 21.
Okay, so just 2 years ago. And then how long? Now, had you ever heard of ketogenic living in any kind of way, Atkins or low carb or any kind of stuff before the surgery? I mean,
I had heard of Atkins, but I didn't really know much about it. But keto, yes, I had heard quite a bit about it. I never really tried it. I actually had some friends that told me that, they had someone that was on it for a long time and actually caused him a lot of problems. But I actually started keto for like 2 weeks. I started eating like the keto foods, and they were good. And I didn't lose weight on that, but I didn't gain weight either. So that's a plus. But the problem with keto for me is that it gives you just a gateway to eat what you want that just makes you have cravings that you regret. And at least that's the experience that I got from it anyway. It would always just make me want foods that I couldn't have. Yeah. And I mean, I would just rather eat meat and like chips. I have an addiction with chips. Okay. It's a problem. But I have discovered pork rinds and I love them. And at the Arts and Crafts Festival the other day, of course, they have those stands everywhere of nothing but pork rinds. And it was a second thought. I went and plopped down $20 on 2 bags of pork rinds and some popcorn for my daughter. And I was like, dang it, I really shouldn't have done that. There's no telling what they fried that in.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Listen, live a little. Don't worry about it, sis. Don't worry about it, sis. You gotta live a little sometimes. That's great. So so how long after the surgery did you start? And you went cold turkey, just all in one day?
I did. I actually, the first 2 or 3 days, I wasn't trying to starve myself, but I was just so mad at myself because I let myself get so far, and I just was just mad, furious. And I'm like, you know what? You're eating when you're hungry. Don't give in to the cravings because, there's no sense in it. If you're not hungry, don't eat, because I've always struggled with that. I just eat when I'm bored. And I work from home. I work 10 to 7 every day, and I work on the phone. And any downtime I get, it's like, what can I do? What can I put in my mouth to make the time go? But it's hard when you're stuck at the house all day. But I don't know. I was just mad, so I didn't eat but like once a day for the first 2 or 3 days, and I lost a little bit of weight. But when I had the keto flu, and I'm not gonna lie, it was bad. It was some bad stuff. I had a headache. My head was just pounding for like the first week. And I drink coffee, and I had to switch over to decaf because I get addicted to caffeine very easily. And if I don't have it for just one day, I get really bad caffeine headaches. But I'm trying to quit. It's really hard to get off all that stuff. But no, that first week, the headaches, I had those pretty bad, and I had carb withdrawals. But after 2 weeks, it went away, and I was starting to wake up early in the morning. I don't do that very well. I struggle. But when my brain just goes, hi, it's time to get up. And my mind just like, no, it's not. Your alarm has not gone off yet. Go back to sleep.
Right.
But no, I've been waking up at like 4:30. I don't get up. I lay there and maybe drift off back and forth. But it's just weird how all this time you struggle to get up and then all of a sudden your body's feeling better and it's just ready to go.
Mhm.
But
Now,
so
how long have you been doing Carnivore? If you said it earlier, I might have missed it. How long have you been doing it?
today is day 68.
Okay,
Nice.
that's wonderful. I love that. And tell us what typically in a day, what do you eat generally? What's your diet now?
The meat shop here loves me because I get paid every other weekend or every other Friday, and I go to the local meat shop that we have here, and I buy. This past week, I bought 15 pounds of fat trimmings.
Nice.
Because I like it. And I put it in the air fryer. I cut them into little cubes and I put them into Ziploc bags and I just freeze them for like a day's worth. And I'll make those in the morning in the air fryer. I'll make some eggs. I watch a Steak and Butter Gal and I learned how to make her egg pudding. That stuff is good. Okay. It's different. I like it. So I've been eating that here lately with just some of that meat. Or this past weekend, my friend grilled me some ribeyes that I got on sale. So I just kind of mix it up. I have sardines maybe once or twice a week.
Yeah,
Great.
Nice.
And pork rinds and pork rinds and popcorn.
No, but okay, I had a little bit of popcorn. Okay, but I do.
Hey, listen, no judgment here. Why do you think we call Adam kettle corn? Okay?
Why do you call me kettle corn? Adam has a question. Adam has a question.
Okay, well, I'm talking right now. I'm talking. Okay,
Be
so
nice.
good question. Ask your question, Adam. I'll ruin my mood. I was talking
All right.
to Keto Cutie.
Russ, you tell me. You tell me when, Russ. Is this a good one? This is a good one.
None of them are good yet. We haven't had a good question since the Dave Mack question, if you ask me. It's like
Which historical period would you visit if you had a time machine?
Oh, that one would be pretty easy. I'd like to go back in time to see what it was like to be with Jesus, and it just really intrigues me. I think about that a lot.
Cool.
Well,
That's popular answer.
I love that. What part of Tennessee are you in?
I'm in Western Tennessee, about as far west as you can go. I grew up in Western Kentucky. I'm actually about 30 minutes from where I grew up, but
nice. You're down there by Dr. Berry then.
Yeah, I actually used to live about 2 hours from Dr. Berry in Kentucky. I used to live in Cadiz, so it was about 2 hours from there. I thought that was really neat when I first started watching him.
Very cool. Well, he'll be in Louisville this weekend.
Oh wow,
Keto Palooza.
But I have a question. Isn't it Louisville? Not Louisville.
Louisville.
No,
Louisville.
It's Louisville.
Louisville.
Yeah.
My dad's from Kentucky. I should know how to say that.
What part?
Well, Kentucky, Evansville, Indiana, around there.
Oh, okay. I'm not that far from there, actually.
Nice.
Or at least I wasn't. I mean, it's about 2 hours west.
Yeah. You can just call it the Ville.
The Ville.
All right. So tell us. You said you were a single mom. Do your kids do this too? Are you got them eating pork rinds and popcorn?
No, she'll eat the popcorn. I have a 6-year-old. She's almost 7. She'll be 7 next month. I'm trying. Okay, it's difficult.
Yeah.
She's picky, and I'm trying to wean her off the sweets, but she has a really bad sugar problem. I just didn't realize, you don't think about the stuff you feed your kids when you're not even thinking about what you're putting in your body, but it's hard to change them over. But she's done pretty good. I mean, she eats meat. She likes steak. She likes chicken. It's just, she's really picky about what she eats. She would rather eat cheese sticks, bananas, and Pop-Tarts. And when I'm working from home and she's home from school, she sneaks stuff. So I have to put it really high up in the cabinets where she can't reach it.
You know what's helped us is that we don't have any of that stuff in the house. So if my kids want something, we have to walk 3 to 4 blocks to get something. And what we have in the house is fruit. and my kids are 5 and 7. So maybe that'll help if you just don't have it in the house. Yeah.
I'm trying, but people keep giving me stuff, Alia.
Oh no, just throw it away. Just throw it away.
It's just, and we'll see. I have some friends. They mean well, but you know, when I talk about the carnivore diet, it really gets under their skin. So I've kind of had to shut my mouth. But you know, they look at me and they're like, well, you know, she can do it all she wants, but she's got a 7-year-old that she really needs to make sure she feeds the right foods. So, you know, they get really grumpy when I feed her just meat. But I try to include vegetables if I can, you know, but she don't like too many of them. She likes cucumbers. She loves cottage cheese. I'm good with that. And she likes cheese sticks. But I mean, if she'll just eat the meat, why not let her? I mean, I'm not going to force her to eat vegetables if she doesn't want to, but
yeah, they'll be really mad when they find out she's eating bacon grease popsicles. They really ain't gonna like that.
They make fun of me because I eat what I call my little fat things. I call them fat bombs. And so I talk about those all the time, and they just laugh at me because they think it's horrendous that I eat fat, because they tell me every weekend it's going to clog your arteries and you're going to die. But I keep trying to tell them, no, it's needles that clog your arteries.
Yeah,
that's right. Elevated insulin. That's exactly right. But you know, it's just a matter of time. You know, some people are slow to get it. And once upon a time, there was a guy out there who was called a kook because he said the earth was round. So, you know, you have to look at it like that many moons ago. So tell us on your channel, Meat Tastes Better 7, not to be confused with Meat Tastes Better 13. What can we expect? It's something altogether different. Tell us, what can we expect to see on your channel when they come out there, and tell people why you have the channel?
Well, I mean, I've just shared my experiences with kind of like my journey, just what I've eaten, you know, how things have changed, just the differences that I've noticed. I haven't got too many videos up. I've got like 5 subscribers now. Thanks, Alia. Appreciate that.
Hey, you're welcome. I got to support the moms.
We can get that. We can get to 7 by the end of the show here. Come on,
hey,
folks.
Sweet. I'll take it.
Yeah. 58 more right now. Let's go.
Meat Tastes Better 7 because we're trying to get to 7 subscribers. Okay.
There you go.
Oh boy, we grilling now, baby.
That's it. But
yeah,
I love it.
I feel like I interrupted. What can they expect? It's about your life and just your day-to-day life and that sort of thing.
Well, when I'm able to do another video, I would like to incorporate just, you know, the things that I do in the day, maybe the stuff that I purchase from the meat shop, take them along if I don't get thrown out the building. You know, just include what I do and just how things have helped me, and, you know, just let people know, just don't give up, please, because I've struggled with this for years, and I prayed for a miracle and I just couldn't find it. And I thought every diet, you know, well, there's a benefit to this, there's a benefit to that. People are losing weight, they're getting healthier, but there was no end in sight. You either get a stall or you just gain it all back. But with carnivore, it's the proper human diet. And I don't feel the same way I felt before. I don't feel hopeless. I don't feel like I have just let myself go. I feel like I'm doing what God wants me to do, and that's to eat a proper human diet. And I feel amazing, and everybody else can too. And you need to know that there's hope. You can reach your weight loss goals and just feel healthy and be happy.
I love that.
I love that.
I love that. Well, you know, you do your best with your channel. It's a lot of work. I know it takes a lot of time. You're working full time. You're a single mom, and, you know, being a keto cutie, man, that's just that just takes a lot. So, you know,
it's rough being cute.
I get it. So, you know, just post as you can, and I'm sure the folks will enjoy it, you know, as you post. But we want to thank you for being a fan. We want to thank you for watching the show. You know, I know it's all you can do to watch Lacey, but, you know, we appreciate you hanging in there.
So mean. We need to shoot me an email and we'll do something more.
Yes, ma'am. I sure will.
I love that. I love that. And I want to thank you for coming out, hanging out with us. And hey, everybody, go out to Meat Tastes Better 7. To Meat Tastes Better 8 and 9, they are imposters. They are fakes. Meat Tastes Better 7. That is
7 is the number for completeness. Don't forget that, okay?
That's right. So go to Meat Tastes Better 7, like, subscribe, help her build her channel, and We appreciate you, and we will see you in the future.
Thank you guys. Thanks for letting
coming,
me on here.
Juanita.
No problem.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. I appreciate it so much.
Awesome.
All right, man.
I'll find you some more cuties, Russ.
Hey, yeah, they're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. All the little card ladies.
I didn't hear the doorbell.
Hey, and by the way, I got something new. Keto Cowboys, man. I got stuff for my
Nice.
too. Shout out to my man Todd Bachness. We talked about that other thing. So I got
This
the
is
Keto
Ryan.
Cowboys. Yes, I understand that. I see this handsome gentleman here. Thank you, Adam. It's Ryan
Finally,
Murphy,
a
everybody.
handsome
Against the
gentleman.
grain.
Just joking.
What's going on, man? I do all I can, man, to keep my composure there, brother. How you doing tonight?
Always good. Always good.
You're looking pretty buff today, brother.
Trying. I'm. Funny enough, this is gonna freak some people out, but this is what I'm on right now.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, crazy enough. No, I this last weekend I was wake surfing, and I fell off the board, and one of the fins decided to go straight into my hamstring.
Oh man!
First time in my life having to get stitches. Having to. I can't. This is a challenge for me right now because I can't do much. I couldn't walk for the first couple of days. I'm barely moving around right now, but hey, always good.
Wow.
Yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just another reason not to exercise. I'm telling you, man. Exercise again. Listen, I used to exercise, man, but it made me tired, so I stopped doing it. But anyway, well, good. But listen, I'm glad you're recovering from that. But tell us where you're from, man, and a little bit about yourself, brother.
Originally from Southern California. I moved out to East Texas back March of 2020. Wanted to start a farm, and that's what I've been doing since. I see when I moved out here, I got a little complacent because running a farm, you do a lot of work. I mean, it's not easy. There's a lot of skills you have to learn. You have to move cows. You have to build fences. It's just nonstop. And with that, it gets hot in here in the summer, and it gets cold in the winter. And I took advantage of me thinking I'm going to be out moving a lot more. So I said, okay, if I'm going to be moving a lot more, I can eat a lot more, right? And I'm as busy as I am. I don't cook. I don't like to cook. I need stuff quick. So me and Jose Ole Taquitos became best friends. Problem that's more stuck up on me than anything, which is, I remember December 2nd of 2022, I jumped on the scale and it said 286.6. And I went, oh, hell no. That's, I knew that I was a little bit heavier. I thought I was going to be, like 250. And I was like, okay, I got to lose 20 pounds or whatever. Right. Well, when I saw 286.6, that freaked me out. I remember seeing stuff about the carnivore diet years ago, Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson kind of thing. And I said, that's kind of crazy. That's a little bit too extreme. I thought, no way that, that's a long-term solution. Well, when you're 286.6 and you've never seen that before, it's time to do something a little bit extreme. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay. The next morning I got up, I threw everything in my fridge out. I threw everything in my pantry out. And I said, okay, I'm going to go to the store and I'm just going to eat meat. Now, didn't do any research, didn't do any kind of looking around. I said, okay, it's go eat meat, right? Well, mistake, because I didn't know what I was doing. Wasn't adding any salt when I wasn't watching what kind of meat I was eating. Wasn't getting a lot of fat. Was just going, okay, what can I grab? I'm going to grab some New York strips. I'm going to grab some ground beef, and I'm just going to kind of throw it together. First 2 weeks were hell for me. It was pretty tough because just keto flu, withdrawal symptoms, whatever you want to call it, was pretty bad. But kept busting through. Within a week, I was down, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds, something like that. And I went, okay, well, you know what? This sucks, but I'm going to keep going because it's working. And hey, this is my punishment for, years of being stupid. That's the way, So kept going. And in 6.5 months, I officially lost over 100 pounds, which was
Woo!
pretty
That's
awesome.
awesome.
That's
That's
Yeah, I love
incredible.
that. Last, the last time I was 286 pounds, gas was 50 cents a gallon. But let's go back to the beginning there.
Mhm.
You went from Southern California to Texas.
Yes.
Now, I don't care what part of Texas you went to. That was a little bit of a culture shock, I'm sure. What, were you on a suicide mission? Did you lose a bet? I mean, what happened? How did how that work?
I saw the way that the food system was going back in California, and I wanted to do something different. I always said that I wanted to retire on a farm, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. That's usually the two words or the worst
Yeah.
word when I say about when I'm making decisions. And I said, I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna live my life now. I'm not gonna wait till retirement, whatever. I'm gonna go get my farm.
Mhm.
So,
Awesome.
I started looking around Dallas, Fort Worth area. Didn't really find anything. Well, what I actually did is I actually went on a train trip back in 2017 around the country, and I went through 29 states in 28 days. And I said I'm gonna figure out where I want to be, and weather played a factor into it because Southern California boy here. When I went back just like a month ago, it was 72 degrees every single day, which was nice. I took a map of the U.S. I said I didn't want to get below 10 degrees. I didn't want to deal with hurricanes. I didn't want to deal with desert, and that left a little bit of Texas, a little bit of Oklahoma, and some Arkansas. So wound up out here with a whole bunch of Texas Longhorns now.
Oh wow. What about tornado season though? What do you think of that?
Well, okay. I got told this a long time ago by my best friend's grandpa. He used to live in Iowa. He was explaining to me how his village or his town was on a hill, and tornadoes kind of follow water. Okay, I don't know if this is true at all, but I take his word for it. Trust him. And he said if you ever move out to somewhere where there's tornadoes, get somewhere on a hill. Well, the house I'm on is on a hill. I have a barn that's out there in like almost perfect condition. It's 120 years old. So I figured if that hasn't gotten hit since
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
I think I might be okay. Well, come to find out a couple months before I moved out here, my neighbor's house got hit by a tornado.
Oh my God.
I experienced two crazy
Jeez.
tornado seasons in Dallas. That's why I asked. So
Yeah, and I'm out in the plains out there in Hurricane Alley up there in Kansas and all that. There ain't no water out there, brother. Just cornfields, and you can see for miles and miles them tornadoes sweep through there like everything. So I don't know about the water thing, but maybe.
I don't know. It's what I was told, and you know what I said. I'll risk it. The way I see it is, a hurricane kind of takes out a whole area. Tornado, it might do a couple houses, and
right.
Side of the street might be okay. The other side might not be. So, hey, knock on wood. No.
Yeah. Sorry for bringing it up.
Yeah. That barn still standing is very good evidence, though. That was good thinking.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so you moved to Texas there, and you mentioned that you lost 100 pounds. How long ago was that you lost that?
It was late July, mid-July that I crossed the 100 pound mark.
This year?
Not too long ago at all.
Oh yeah, that's just a few months ago.
Yeah, I got down to the lowest I saw on the scale was like 180.1, which a little bit too light for me. So I'm actually working on trying to put on some weight, put on some muscle, and kind of stabilize myself. And I'm in like a weird transition mode to where it's like, okay, I got done with this. I need to make a change, and I don't want to get too skinny.
If you want to put on weight, I've got a heck of a program for you. It's my old program. It's called Keto. Yeah. Yeah, Keto. That's right. It's you won't lose any weight at all, I guarantee you. And it's real easy to stay on it. I can tell you. There's no cheating. There's none of that. That's great. So what is you said at first when you started you didn't know anything about proteins and fats and all that, and I'm guessing that you've learned about that kind of stuff since then. So what is your diet now? Generally, what do you do?
Well, I'm switching it up a little bit. When I was losing the weight, I was religious and I didn't cheat for the first like 2-3 months. I said I'm gonna get down under 250 before I even look at anything. Um, did that, and I learned chuck steak is my sweet spot, and I was eating chuck steak every day for 2 months straight. No cheating at all. Once I got under 250, then I started having cheat days, and I go hard on my cheat days. Like I had one yesterday. I had a whole pizza. Like I'm not
My man.
that.
I love that. I love that. Hey,
What about a can of jalapenos?
hey, listen, I got a new, hey, you want to
You
spot
got a
on
new
the
best
show, man?
friend.
Hey, we can get Adam right out of here, brother. If you,
No,
oh no, okay. Listen, you didn't sous vide that chuck roast, did you?
no, I've been hearing about
you
that. I have
did,
a
yeah,
buddy
I
that's
did, yeah.
carnivore around here, and he keeps telling me, "You got to do that. You got to do that." I'm like,
No,
I
you
can't
don't.
cook.
Yeah, me either, brother. Me either. Yeah. If you see my channel, man, listen, I can't cook, but they want me to. I think they're making fun of me secretly. Like this is like some kind of prank. They're pulling me. People keep saying, "Play, make this, make that," And I'm like, you guys are just laughing at me all the way. Somewhere they're having parties and drinking games and stuff like that. I just know it.
I feel
But
the
yeah,
same way because like I can't cook, and I'm doing cooking videos, a couple of them, and it's funny because I'm so focused on the camera that I end up overcooking my steak every single time.
hey, brother, if you ever have a day when your self-esteem is low, turn on one of my cooking videos, brother. You will feel better about yourself in 15 minutes. I guarantee you. But yeah, if you're smashing whole pizza and you don't sous vide anything, we are brothers. I'm just telling you. I'll tell you, you're all right with me, man. You are my kind of keto.
Hey, you gotta. It's weird because like I'd hit plateaus, okay, and for like a week, I wouldn't lose anything, and then I'm like, do I really want to have a cheat day? I said, you know what, I do because like I felt better off of it, and there's stuff that I've looked up called a fat whoosh, to where like you have to be able to release the water in your fat cells and stuff. And after I had my cheat days, which usually was tacos or a pizza or pasta, something like that. Shoot, man, I'd come back the next day down 4 or 5 pounds. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So like I think it has its place as
Absolutely, man.
who is it is to say that, but it worked.
You're
Russ
preaching
ain't gonna
to a saved,
disagree with that.
you're preaching to a saved man here. Let me tell you what. But see, I don't look at it. First of all, I don't even use that language. I don't cheat. There are no cheat days. There are no cheat anything. I'm living my life. Okay, we're not robots. We're not program. You can't program us to do. We have our days, our ups or downs, our highs, our lows, whatever. I have things I like to do, but my life was forever changed. I mean, it'll never be the same. And even when I eat stuff that's outside of my normal, it ain't like it used to be. I mean, it's just so different all the way around. And I said all the time, you can't derail 9 days of success with 1 day of failure. If I'm on track 9 out of every 10 days, I will be perfectly fine. And you got to live a little, man. Don't torture yourself. Play the game on easy mode. You don't have to play the game on the hardest setting, man. Set it on easy mode. You win every time. That's
I do, and I've kind of learned. Like I've gone on a couple vacations and stuff, and gone out with friends and had people over and stuff, and I know that. Okay, am I gonna stick to this 24/7? No, but like I know that when I get back, or like I went to California like last month. Was there for a few days. I ate a little. It wasn't great. I ate okay. It wasn't great. I knew when I came back that I didn't want to go through those withdrawal symptoms, so I actually did a 3-day fast. Or like on my cheat days, like today, I didn't really eat. I mean, I had a little bit. So I know how to reset myself with the when you combine the carnivore or keto or whatever with intermittent fasting. Oh my gosh! I mean, it just makes you feel great, and you're able to you're able to go kind of crazy. And I think one cheat day, I was hungry. I was so hungry. I ate 2 big old wet burritos, 3 tacos, a pizza, and some pasta in one day. I think it came out to 7.
Wow,
Man,
that's amazing.
yeah. You know, I never, you know,
I ate 38 tacos in one sitting from Taco Bell one time, but that's why I haven't been back to Taco Bell.
no, man,
Right.
you know, I've heard of the man crush before. I thought it was a myth. I
Bromance.
thought it was a myth.
Man,
Romance.
you're gonna mess up Russ's hair.
Where have you been, dude? I wish I'd have known you before, man. We could have went coast to coast, killing Golden Corral and Taco Bell. We have wiped them out. Oh, I love that. Well, you know, like I said, it's still different. Like with me, for instance, one of the things I realized is that most people, at least me, drink way more carbs than they eat.
Mm.
And because if you go, you know, and I looked all this stuff up, you know, a long time ago. But like if you go to McDonald's and have a regular combo meal, you know, say you have a double quarter pounder with cheese, a large fry, large drink. I mean, the drink has twice as many carbs as the sandwich. I mean, the sandwich has like 40 carbs, the drink has 80, and the fries have 80. Now, if you eat that double quarter pounder with cheese by itself, it's only 40, 45 carbs. That's not like a hurdle that's too hard to get over for most people. If you have 40 or 45 carbs in a day, that's a misdemeanor, you know. On the
I would stay away from McDonald's, but you know,
but Wendy, it doesn't matter. Wendy's, whatever it is, Taco Bell, whatever. If you look at the nutritional information, if you take the time, you'll see that most of the sandwiches, the burritos, the whatevers, are between 40 and 50 carbs. It's the drinks, it's the sides, it's the apple pies and the fries and that's killing you. So, you know, I learned, you know, again, because I'm ketogenic now and because I understand this stuff and I'm studying it and watching, I care about my carb counts and stuff. If I'm out, I'll go to McDonald's, I'll have that double and have a bottle of water with me. It's 45 carbs. It's not the end of the world. I can minimize the damage, you know, by not taking that meal from 45 carbs to 200 carbs, because that's what it is if you eat all the rest of it. And that's what I mean when I say, even when I'm doing the wrong stuff that's out of my normal, it's not like it used to be. You know, it's not like it used to be.
I got a question for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
When you switched to carnivore, did your Longhorns look at you differently?
they always knew that what their purpose was. No, they
Nice.
No, well, that's another thing. Actually, I just launched the website today where I have, if anybody's around Northeast Texas area, I got 10 steers that I'm processing. So grass-fed
Oh, nice.
steers, you can save a whole bunch of money by selling wholes and halves. So againstthegrain.farm, you guys go check that out. If you guys are in the, you know, about 4 hours away, we can have somebody deliver it too if that's something that you're looking for.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great.
Yeah, I wish I was closer. I'd be there.
Me
in a
too.
heartbeat.
I'm a little far.
Yeah.
My husband wants to buy a cow, but Texas to Columbia, I don't know.
Well, you got to look around there. I mean, a big thing with this is try and shop as local as you can.
Yeah.
I mean, my steers weren't ready to process, you know, when I first started this. And, you know, I was at the farmer's market every weekend. You can get good deals there. You can, you know, you're helping out, keeping the money close instead of going to the big chain grocery store. I mean, yeah, did I do that? Yeah, I did that, you know, because, you know, maybe a weekend I wasn't there or whatever, but, you know, try and eat the best that you can. Try and eat the you know, highest quality meat, because I'll tell you this, you do this, to go grass fed and go conventional meat for a month. Okay, do it even for 2 weeks. Okay, strict on each one of them. Tell me which one you feel better on. That gives you your answer if it's better or not.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I agree. I agree. So your channel is Against the Grain?
Yeah, Against the Grain.
All right, got it. And how long have you had your channel? And tell folks what they can expect when they come to your channel.
I started this back when I moved out from California. And for the first few years, it was me building this farm up and showing the different way to, you know, raise beef, chicken, pork, I even got some llamas out here, got some horses now. It
Nice.
was, it was a different way to do it. Different, it actually regenerates the land. It doesn't hurt it like all these people are saying it does. So I showed that, and then now, shoot, I put up a carnivore video where I dropped 100 pounds. That blew up. So it's kind of been switching, and it's kind of a switch to where I kind of go through and show what I eat on a daily basis and kind of what I do around here. Messing with the cows, the horses, or whatnot. So that's what I do.
Yeah, and if you haven't had llama tongue, boy, you haven't lived.
With it live or dead, Russ?
I'll put that on my list of foods to try, llama tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that live or dead, Russ?
Yeah. I'm insulted by that. Thank
I
you.
just get a picture of Russ putting his head into a llama's mouth to like take a bite.
Yeah. That was the
Russ.
original Keto Cutie.
Adam, you have a question.
Sorry, Russ.
Don't you have a couple questions? They better be
yeah,
good.
I forgot.
They better be good.
Okay, what we got?
Keto cuties all over the world unite against Adam. Like, he insulted all of you. Comparing you with llamas.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here? If you could instantly master any skill, what would it be?
I could master any skill. Oh, wake surfing, so I don't get stabbed in the thigh.
There you go.
That's the one that comes to mind right now.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
All right, we got another one here for you.
You're the lucky guy that gets the last random questions because you're the last guest.
If you could live in any TV show or movie universe, which one would it be?
Star Wars before the sequels.
There you go.
Nice answer. Nice answer.
Yeah,
I'll add another one to that. So, would you be on the light side or the dark side?
Ooh, that's a. I mean, our evil empire, right?
Right.
Hey, I got a lightsaber back there. I think it's red, right? Okay.
Yeah. There you go. We got it.
I don't know. Somehow that sounded racist to me. Judges, do we have?
It's not. Have you
He's
ever
on your
seen
side,
Star
Russ.
Wars? Have you ever seen
I'm
Star
talking about
Wars?
the question. I don't know. Somehow I'm gonna
He's
call
on your
Reverend
side.
Al.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna call Reverend Al after this, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
If I could be on any TV show, it would be the Keto Cookout. Oh wait.
There you go. A company woman. I love that.
There you go. I love that. All right.
Awesome.
Well, my man, listen, it has been a privilege and an honor to meet a guy that ate 38 tacos. Or how many were there?
38. See, I was in a competition, and my buddy said he could eat me. He had 37. I had 38. I probably could have had 10 more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ladies,
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a grown-ass man you're looking at here. I'm telling you right now. He ain't no kid. This ain't no kid you're looking at. This is a grown-ass man.
Young, Ryan, aren't you? Are you kind of young?
I'm old now. I just turned 30, man. That's a big...
yeah, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah.
Man, this man just said he ate 38 tacos and could have ate 10 more. He is grown. Okay? I don't care how old he is, man. He is an adult. I love that, man. You are a superhero from the planet Edovore.
Todd had something important to say
coming down there with us
before Ryan leaves.
Oh, there you go. There's my man. There's the original Keto Cowboy. Listen, that is the original Keto Cowboy right there. That is my man, Todd Botness, and he's a grown-ass man, too. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. He's wrecked. He's put some folks out of business. I can promise you. I can promise you that. There's some carnage in that wake. Hit him and tell him about it, Todd. But anyway, hey, brother, listen, man, it's been really cool hanging out with you. I appreciate you coming by. To tell us about your life, folks. Go out to Against the Grain. Listen, I can't wait to get off of this show so I can subscribe to your channel, man, because like I said, you are my hero. Exercising the cane or not, man, I don't care, but you are the man.
It adds to the allure.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. But all right, brother, we appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming by. Best of luck to you with the channel. And I'm sure, hey, listen, I'm gonna make sure we'll see. You want to come on next week? I mean, it's like if you want.
Yeah, kid, I'm down for whatever, man. Just let me know.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Hit us with that.
care.
We're
All
grilling,
right, thank
baby.
you so much.
Hit us with it. We grilling, baby.
There we go. We'd be grilling.
Oh,
You win.
Love it.
okay. Yeah. I will be unsubscribing from that channel. I'm just telling you right now. I don't understand that how this is so difficult for people. We grilling, baby. I don't get
So
it.
is the man crush over now?
Yeah, he just ruined it. He
Romance
ruined the
and-
But he
moment.
has llamas, Russ. He has
Yeah,
llamas.
I don't care. He ruined it. You got to get the tagline right. man. That's just what it is. So I got to draw the line somewhere.
Right. There you go.
All right. Anybody
go.
plugging anything here? What do we got, family?
Let's see. Plug. I just connected my store on YouTube, and I have a bunch of my mom's artwork on cups and stuff like that. So go check it out because her artwork is amazing. And if I didn't have any artwork, it would just be white cups and maybe some black cups too. So I'm not racist.
What do you mean? Maybe some black cups.
Yeah,
I don't know what
That
more
doesn't
racist.
sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Yes. Judges. Can we get a ruling? Can we get a ruling on this?
Yeah.
Oh,
For sure.
Lord.
Yeah, everybody go check that out. I did the same thing. I'm going to have a lot more shirt designs and merch designs and stuff like that. I know it's probably not going to be a lot of big sellers, but I enjoy, putting designs together and whatnot. But the latest 2 videos on my channel is with a young lady named Ella, and she had Graves' disease, and she has type 1 diabetes, and she's got a really cool story. I encourage everybody to go check those videos out. We're actually going to have a live stream Sunday night at 5:20 Eastern time with
great.
Ella and her mother, Rachel. And Carrie was invited too. So we're all going to have kind of a live interview / Q&A with those two. So if you know anybody that has issues with Graves' disease or type 1 diabetes, I would suggest that you come along and have them ask some questions and things like that. And should be a good time. Russ?
Love that. Yeah, hey, just this week, Keto Conversations with Carnivore Cure, Todd Bachnes. Great story. If you're not familiar with him, I know he's been on Adam's channel, I think, and others. But man, that guy's story is amazing. You got to check that out. He is an incredible human being. And I will be at Keto Palooza doing a few things. We'll see how it all pans out. But I'm going to catch up with Dr. Berry. I'm going to catch up with Hampton. I'm going to probably catch up with Rachel, 2 Crazy Ketos. I don't know, maybe Maria Emmerich. Not sure. We'll just see how it all shakes out, but we'll try to jam a microphone and camera in their faces and get out of them what I can.
Good idea.
Right.
Dr. Berry's breath is so bad. I really can't stand to be too close.
Nice.
But that's my man. So yeah, we'll be trying to bring you some live stuff from there and talk to some people, and it should be a good time and a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to that. And I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just a bunch of foolishness.
Thanks everybody for
Thank
being
you.
here,
Yeah.
for commenting,
Thank you.
liking, subscribing.
Yes, thanks to
all that
Juanita.
jazz. We definitely appreciate you.
Thanks to our guests, Juanita, Ryan, and the first guest was
Greg.
my man Greg. Yes, that's
Greg, yep.
exactly right. I have a great memory. It's the recall I have problems with sometimes.
It's your carb days. It's your carb days.
Yes. And we will be back. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be back next week.
Yep.
You will too. All y'all in the chat. Be back next week.
We grilling.
We grilling, baby.
We grilling, baby.